Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with TruBluBlur.
Long time no see.
And special guest star. No, but not really.
Talk about my name's on the channel logo.
Well, you're always a special guest star, because it's always special to have you here, Omega Wolf.
Nobody likes a kiss up.
Kiss up.
You're mixing two together. I think suck up is what you wanted.
What is that called when you mix up two idiomatic expressions?
I said what I meant.
Sigh.
There's actually like a phrase for...
Yes, there is.
I forget what it is,
You're
though.
mixing metaphors.
Yeah.
Is what most people will say.
Well, those boots are loud.
Yes, they are.
Well, why are your headphones so loud?
Well, they weren't originally. Maybe I'm just...
Now you have a personal problem.
My sinuses started being...
It's because you're drinking coffee.
Hey, well, that has nothing to do with it. Maybe it has everything to do with it.
But I came up with an idea that Nintendo can totally steal because clearly they watch this.
You're right.
I mean,
they claim all your videos.
They do. So for the computer robot that's watching these videos, I guess.
Yeah,
You're right.
Our most loyal fan, Nintendo's copyright bot.
But I had an idea that Nintendo, I fully support them stealing.
Oh.
They don't have to credit me or anything, but I was just thinking, nice job.
Why, thank you.
That why not go and make for the next Zelda game 2 different games? Because, well, Link is supposed to be representative of the Triforce of Courage.
Uh-huh.
So why not make a more combat-oriented, or focus, however you want to say it, Zelda game based on him, and then a more puzzle-based game where you play as Zelda.
You know, they tried something like that, actually. There's, not specifically with Zelda, but they had a...
It was for the Game Boy Color,
It was
right?
for the game... I think it was for the Game Boy
I
Advance.
still don't have my
No, it
key.
was for the Game Boy Color.
It was like Oracle of something.
Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
So
yeah.
So
that's
they
right.
interacted with each other in a way. Like, you got, like, collectibles that you could share across. And to get the full experience, you had to play through both games. I think...
But the thing is, it would make a lot of sense considering that Zelda is the Triforce of Wisdom.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, it would make a lot more sense. You could still have some combat in both, like elements of each other in both, but have more focus on their respective Triforce.
That's actually a question that I have. Which of the Links is the most combat competent? do you think?
Oh.
I would say, and we're going to get back to your point, but this is just...
It would probably be Breath of the Wild, actually.
You think so? I haven't played that one yet, so I don't know.
He was taking on full-grown adults at the age of 4.
Because the one that comes to mind is either the Twilight Princess Link, because he does a lot of combat,
He does, yeah.
or the Breath of the Wild Link.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think it was, back to your point, Bryce, or Omega Wolf, sorry.
Get it right.
Oh,
That reminds, sorry, this reminds me of so many things. So, over the weekend, we will get back to your point.
I thought you were getting back to his point.
So, over the weekend, me and my girlfriend watched The Gamers and The Gamers 2. Which,
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's wonderful. So I think it's like Dead Gentleman Productions or something. But there's a scene in there where... What did it remind me of? Oh, shoot! What were we talking about?
We're getting back to my point about making a Zelda game with Zelda focused on puzzles and Link focused on combat.
Yeah. I guess I'll come back to whatever I was going to say when I remember it. But Gerard from the Completionist, he actually played through those 2 Zelda games.
Yeah.
And he completed both of them. And so you have to play through one, import your save file to the other one.
Well, you have to put in a code.
You have to, or put in a code or whatever, and then you play through it, and then I think you input it again in the other one, and that allows you to complete the other one. So he ended up playing through both of those games like a couple of times for completion purposes.
Crazy.
Interesting.
You guys should know that I do not know where to go right now.
Well, that's okay. We'll just we will have our conversation meander in the same way that you're meandering through this dungeon.
Yeah, that's accurate, dude. I need to find a key, and I don't know where it is.
Oh man, I wish I could remember that point that I was going to bring up about the gamers, because it was super funny. Anyway.
Well, I've already drunk through my soda again.
Oh, did you?
Before we started.
It's only been 6 minutes. So just so you know, viewers at home, or wherever you're watching this, I guess on a train, or a plane, or automobile, don't do it while driving. That's dangerous. Don't play Pokemon Go while driving either. My phone tells me that a lot while I'm driving.
Right?
Yeah, coming home from college, I was actually turned on Pokemon Go a couple times. It's just like, don't play while driving. I'm like, I'm not. I'm in the passenger seats.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping that it would just like sense the distance, so that I could just like get a whole bunch of kilometers racked up.
Yeah.
So I could just hatch all the eggs.
So you have to keep yourself below 25 miles an hour.
It doesn't allow that.
So you have to... there was a skit that I saw once, some YouTuber, it was this really funny skit where he was sitting on a couch playing Pokemon Go or something, and his girlfriend is off-screen, like, yelling at him. Like, why do we have $5,000 worth of Uber charges? He was playing Pokemon Go. So it was super fun. I forget what the YouTuber was, or who the YouTuber was. But I think this is working out great as far as the... So the thing I was going to mention, one of the things I was going to mention before, is that I told Omega Wolf and TruBluBlur that before they come over, we're going to immediately go into the recording session
and not talk about anything.
And not talk about anything. Because we expend all of our social energy when we first meet each other, and we talk about really awesome things that don't get recorded. And I'm really glad, because all of my social energy is coming out. And that's
so funny.
The thing is, the Zelda thing was my big thing that I thought about this week. Like, when I'm not worrying about, like, everything, I just have random thoughts, and that was my random thought of the week.
What was?
The Zelda thing.
Oh, the Zelda thing? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Unfortunately, Nintendo doesn't like to do anything that people recommend.
unless it comes from themselves.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of thing is, we've mentioned this many times before, but Nintendo kind of just, they cater to the Japanese market, and that's really all they care about.
Yeah.
They kind of just do their own thing, which is good, but also bad in a way.
Yeah.
So, the Nintendo Switch, right? So, they have Nintendo Switch Online. Have you tried it out? You've tried it out, Bryce.
A little bit. I haven't really messed with it much. I've gone back into Destiny a bit.
Right. So you were so unsatisfied with Nintendo Switch Online that you went back to Xbox Live.
Sure.
No, I'm joking, but a lot of people are criticizing Nintendo Switch Online because it doesn't have a lot of features that it should have.
Because I don't really need it. I just got it to try it.
Yeah. A lot of problem is, like, imagine, for example, Mario Party for the Switch.
Yeah.
There is not a feature to play Mario Party maps with your friends online.
Why don't you go back in the room and check underneath the water?
And that is...
I suppose I could do that. That's a good point.
And that is frankly abhorrent. How many times are you going to get together with your friends, and you're all going to have Switches, and you're just going to, I think that they're kind of, I don't know, I think they need, because they're an international company, they have to get input from their international staff, right?
Sure.
I mean,
so they have so many like creative people working for them, but when you have people of just one culture,
oh my gosh.
There's a chest there.
when you have people of just one culture,
embarrassed.
there are certain things that
Please be a key.
they won't think of. So there are certain things that are kind of expected.
I'm a little embarrassed.
There are certain things that are kind of expected in the American market that we've just kind of, if you're going to put out a video game console, it has to have
Halo
this.
5.
And Nintendo is kind of just not doing that.
The thing about that is, I actually recently remember reading a bit about this, and Nintendo never really even considered it a thing. The way they look at video games is very much as kind of like a toy sort of things, only for slightly older audiences, really only slightly older audiences. And so when Nintendo Online was brought up to them, they were like, what are you talking about? Is that really even a thing? So
that does not surprise me at all.
the reason it's so lacking is because they don't know what they're doing, and they're still really surprised that anyone even wants this.
Oh yeah, and not only that, but for a while, basically the benefits that you're getting with Nintendo Switch Online, they were giving it away for free for over a year.
Yeah.
And so now they're like, hey, is it $20? $20 for a year?
It's $20.
So that seemed reasonable to me, but like $20 for a year. Hey, so that thing we were doing for free for like a year, you're paying for it now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And it's like, really? And so for me, having access to the NES library that they're putting on there, the concept of that's going to really help me and Omega Wolf when Omega Wolf goes to college, because we can actually play an NES game over the internet together, and we can just record his voice, and we'll still be able to do the channel. It'll work out really well. I haven't played a lot of those NES titles, and I want to. Not all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, with
that's
them
always the
more,
case.
That you're pretty much just paying for the library.
That's pretty much it. Like that's really the most use that I'm going to get out of it. The only real thing I'm going to be using Nintendo Switch Online for is Smash Bros.
Yeah.
When Smash Bros. comes out.
I mean, I have Splatoon 2, but just like I don't really play it.
Did it cost? It costs money, right?
Splatoon 2 costs money.
Yeah.
Those skulls are rocks.
Can they reach me here? No. Okay.
They are.
They're very bad at aiming. See if I can hit them.
And then Splatoon 2 isn't even dedicated servers.
I don't know.
No, yeah, I looked it up. Splatoon 2 doesn't have dedicated servers. So the servers you're connecting to is literally just whoever has the fastest router.
So Halo 1 on PC.
Yes, basically. So, which means you're going to be affected by NAT type. Which
NAT
is
isn't a thing.
NAT will soon not be a thing anymore. Once we all switch over to IPv4.
No.
IPv6. Is it IP? Oh shoot, I forgot. So we're using IPv4, I believe, and once we switch over to IPv6, I could be mixing those up. NAT type will not be a concern anymore. We're getting all sorts of useful things.
Yes, another key.
I used to work in tech support, helping people set up routers, so I'll have to remind myself because it was a couple of years ago. But
I already tried this, didn't I?
Shoot the eye.
I'm pretty sure I tried that once already.
I think so.
I think it has to be with the bow and arrow. I missed.
You missed. How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you.
Okay, that one didn't miss.
Okay, so it's got to be with the...
it needs the bow and arrow.
So we don't have the bow and arrow yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But we can go through this door.
We can, in fact.
Don't.
This is ridiculous.
Don't you dare fall.
Okay, I won't. I didn't. Here's another place that's going to make me try to fall. I hate these things. They're irritating.
It's a Super Mario Odyssey puzzle.
Yeah, kinda.
Or maybe they got it from this game.
Since this is so much older. Ladder.
Nintendo.
Where does ladder go?
Themselves. Can you actually plagiarize it yourself?
That's not exactly how that works.
Yes, actually, you can. So, hypothetically, if let's say that you wrote a paper for school.
Okay.
And then you also, at the same time, are employed as a writer for some news site or a blog or something.
I guess I can see where that's going.
If you use the same exact paper, or maybe only changing a couple of things. But if you basically use the same paper and you post it somewhere else for money,
okay,
that is technically plagiarism.
Interesting.
I think there's a different term for it, but it's covered under the same like plagiarism things, and you'll get in trouble for it like at university.
Interesting. Anything down here worth?
Although there's this kind of like weird thing where students aren't expected to monetize the things they're learning while they're learning it. Kind of like how there's student editions of Adobe. And
well, that means
Photoshop
you can't monetize the video I talked about aliens and science and whatnot.
Oh my gosh.
Because I learned that at college.
It's sort of the same thing with like athletes, like student athletes, how they're not paid. Even though they're making the school millions of dollars, it's pretty outrageous. I thought you were gonna.
That was close.
Yeah.
I almost didn't make it.
So after you get across this puzzle, we're gonna go ahead and call the episode
Okay.
because we are getting into
Don't turn around.
into the mark. I wonder how much time they spent on making sure this camera didn't like
Right.
go crazy.
It doesn't do too well, honestly.
So, we are now across the gap.
Yes, we are.
We made it successfully.
Yes, we did.
Look upon our accomplishment.
Yes.
So this is Frakbox.
This is TruBluBlur.
This is Megwolf.
Have a great day.
Keep on running fast.